The first song I wrote for my latest album, which is called The Great Wave, and it sort of has just ended a really cool circular thing. This song was written in Grossmoor, Newfoundland at the Trails Tales Tunes Festival. It is a shipwreck song. And it's about the SS Ethy. I'm going to tell you about that in a second, but we just shot a video. I was back at that festival just in May, and we shot a video of performing the song live right at the SS Ethy wreckage site that just went online last week. So that's the cool circularity sometimes of music. You know, you can have a sort of a special moment like that after years after writing the song. Now I'll tell you a bit about it. So basically, I played this festival in beautiful Grossmoor called Trails, Tales, and Tunes, and on a day off from the festival, we drove up the Viking Trail, which is the highway that leads up the northern peninsula of Newfoundland, and we came to the SS Ethy lookout. And the SS Ethy was a mail ship that delivered mail to the colonies on the northern peninsula of Newfoundland, and it sank in 1919 with every soul aboard surviving, including a baby allegedly ziplined to shore during the storm from the boat in a mail bag, which is the first zipliner, I assume. I don't know of earlier historical ziplining stories than that baby. But anyway, so this was all on a placard, and it said, "Head down to the beach to see the remains of the SS Ethy." And so we headed down there excitedly, and we found not much, really. We found a little piece of the engine, maybe, and some of the boiler, hull, whatever, but basically, I mean, it was 1919, and when we first saw this, it was 2011. Almost 100 years had passed, and the ocean has just gradually taken the wreckage back out to sea from where it ran aground. And so I think it was the absence of the Ethy instead of the presence that had me write this song. It's a bit about mortality. It's a bit about, most importantly, about recognizing that for whatever it is, this is it for us. This is our moment. We have to do what we can with it. So that was the first song I wrote for this new album, so I want to play it for you now. And I do want to tell you this quick postscript about it. The very first time I ever played this song live was for 19 students at Memorial University of Newfoundland. I was in a class. A former professor had brought me in to talk about songwriting. So I go in, I figure this is a great story with the whole, I told him everything, including that baby, dramatically, I don't know, by the way, if this is the universal symbol for ziplining a baby either. Like if this is, is that how you do it? I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's more underhand for a baby. Anyway, so I tell his whole story, including that baby dramatically ziplined ashore. And when I say that, a man in the back of the class raises his hand and he goes, "I know that baby. That was Mrs. So-and-so, and she taught me grade 5 math." And then another woman who'd heard that raised her hand and said, "Oh, Mrs. So-and-so, yeah, she taught me too." And I just sort of stared at the class blankly, and then I sort of had no choice, you know, but to spell it out. I had to say, "You mean to tell me that the first time I play this song ever for 19 people, 2 out of 19 personally know the baby ziplined to shore in 19... You people are not doing anything for the stereotype that all Newfoundlanders know each other, you know? This is Ethy. Ethy, read between the lines. The ocean calls you back, one low tide at a time, and it almost had your heart, almost pulled your body low. And it's waited 100 years, 'cause it's the only way you'll go. And I watch the world turn round. Effie,
See the space where you once were. F.E. And you braved her salty tears back in 1919. And for all the souls aboard, you broke open on the beach. Now stranded and scorched between the earth and the sky. And the reason for your fate, the wisest can know why. And I watch the world turn round. F.E. See the space where you once were. F.E. And we dream and we invent, lay claim to what we know, and then get swept away by what we can't control. And we watch the world turn round in the space where we once were. Just like you, just like you. And the tide is going out. The tide is going out. This is our chance now, because the tide is going out. This is our chance now. This is our chance now. Before the world turns back around. This is our chance now. Thank you very much.